You're watching the Kop TV, the voice of football's most famous stand.
Salah to settle it in front of the Kop.
Right, welcome back to the Kop TV, the voice of football's most famous stand. Liverpool gain a point away at West Ham, 2-2 draw the final score. Make sure you smash that like button, comment with your thoughts, and then of course subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Listen, a good game from start to finish if you're West Ham, but if you're Liverpool, it's a poor result, and we are definitely not going to win the league now. If we thought we were before, there's no chance of winning the league now. So, listen, I think the league title has ended here today, but let me know in the comments where you thought it had ended. Let's get into the game. Boring first half, if I'm honest. In terms of chances created, there was a shot from Luis Diaz which hit the post. That was the most we created in the first half. And then I go for a wee, come back out, it's 1-0 and half time. It's 1-0 and half time. Jared Bowen. I've got to say this, Jared Bowen, a great player, obviously a player we've been linked with quite heavily at Liverpool. But if you're 5'9" and you're beating someone who's 6'4" in the air, in Cody Gakpo, then massive questions have to be asked. And again, it's a set piece. Did we not learn from Everton? 2 goals. The last 3 goals we've conceded in the Premier League have all been set pieces. Now, a couple of ways you can look at that. I mean, defensively, do you want it enough? Do you want to jump up and reach that header? Do you want it enough? And you saw Trent's, I'd say, defending for the second goal at Everton on Wednesday night. It's just not good enough. You cannot win Premier League titles with that kind of defending. So to go in at half time 1-0 down, that's cost us the game. I'll be honest, the harsh reality of it is, listen, we were winning 2-1 right up until the last 10 minutes. We would have won the game if Cody Gakpo wins that header. So I'm gutted. I'm absolutely gutted, because I feel like if there was 2% chance after the Everton game, that 2% was obviously gone straight down to 0, and we are not going to win the Premier League, people. Jurgen Klopp's last ever game at the London Stadium, and it's ended in a draw. So listen, second half starts, Robertson, a decent strike with his left foot, brings us back to 1-0, and you're thinking, hang on, this is Liverpool, we're growing. Typical 3-1 performance, you're thinking. And then obviously the second goal for us is a really scrappy one, own goal. I think it was an Ogbonna own goal in the end, which, you know, again, it's just not good enough defensively from West Ham. But obviously we take the goal, it's 2-1 up. And then you're thinking, right, at that point, we were looking down at the bench, I was thinking, right, Salah is about to come on, Gomez, Szoboszlai, see out the game. It's that kind of, you're entering that period within the game where you're just trying to see it out, shore it up, bring on the subs, get some fresh legs on. And then what happens? As the subs are standing there waiting to come on, they score. Really good cross, obviously lands right in between the centre-backs, and Antonio with a great header that, you know, makes it 2-2. He does his silly dances and it's 2-2. And at that point you're thinking, right, well listen, there's still maybe 10-12 minutes left with extra time. Can we go on and nick it? Mo Salah comes on, Joe Gomez comes on, Darwin Núñez comes on. Didn't do a thing between the 3 of them. The only closest chance that we had towards the end was Harvey Elliott hitting it against the crossbar with his left foot. It was one of them shots that you wanted him to shoot because he's 20-25 yards out. But I don't know, it just never looked like it was going in. It hit the crossbar, so that was the closest we got to nicking it today. And I think Jurgen Klopp will be absolutely fuming. Listen, there was some words exchanged between Mo and Jurgen. I'm not too sure what's happened there. It was just as we conceded the second goal, it almost looked like Jurgen was having a go at Mo. I mean, I don't know what Mo's fault was. He was waiting to come on, so I'm not too sure what Jurgen was having a go at him for. But people in the comments right now, do you think that exchange between Jurgen and Mo says to you that Mo's going to leave in the summer? I've really wanted to try and play this off and not believe it for as long as possible. But right now, I can't lie to you, I do think Mo Salah's going to leave in the summer. It's not a good sign, Jurgen and Mo having a go at each other. It's never happened before, really, between them two. Especially at the side of the pitch when you're looking for a bit of energy off the bench. Didn't happen with Mo. And listen, we've absolutely thrown it away. And it's the first time I've really admitted that. Because at one point, 22 games, 23 games gone, we were 6 points clear of Arsenal and Man City. Now, there's absolutely no chance that Liverpool are going to win the league. And the way it's petered out, I'll be honest with you, the way it's petered out, And today, listen, we didn't have many chances. 2-2 draw. I'm not going to accept it, but we've already lost it, so I wasn't even bothered about it today, really, if I'm honest. But from Manchester United in the Cup, that 4-3, to go on and lose to Atalanta at home, to lose to Crystal Palace, and again, what does that stem from? It stems from the fans not being happy with the ticket hike. I think it's a 2% increase tomorrow, next season, which the fans weren't happy about, and I agree, it shouldn't be happening. But that led to the fans not taking their scarves and their flags into Anfield for the Atalanta game, which we lost 3-0, and then we've lost to Palace. So in terms of league, in the last 3, we've lost 2 and drawn 1. That's relegation form. It's a small sample size, I know, but that's relegation form, and Liverpool going for the title cannot be affording to be getting 1 point out of 9 at this point of the season as we're approaching May. So listen, people, I wanted to come here and say, listen, big win today, we're still in the title race, we've got a 5-10% chance. But today has really killed it off. And maybe West Ham don't realise that. Maybe for them it's a great point gained in terms of fighting for Europe, trying to finish above Manchester United. But for Liverpool to come here and draw, I say lose, I feel like a draw is a loss at this point, but to come here and draw simply isn't enough. And it's all about what is enough. Enough today would have been a 3-2 last minute winner, and at least we've got a chance, we battle on. But it wasn't enough today, we didn't create enough. I thought Gakpo was tidy, Diaz was tidy, but they just didn't do enough in the final third. Obviously Diaz hit the post, he's the only one player really out the last month who's come away with any sort of credibility. But he couldn't hit the target today. Mo Salah came on, was poor. Harvey Elliott, again, some tidy movements, but poor overall. So ultimately, again, how many times have I said it this season, people? Liverpool are not going to win the league, not because of a referee, not because of Spurs away, not because of Everton away, not because of Man United away, because of us. Because we get the chances and we can't finish them. Liverpool deserve to be in the title race because of the chances they create, but we don't deserve to win the league because of the chances we miss. It's a very simple statement that I've just said, but it makes a lot of sense. And Liverpool today, we didn't want it enough, we didn't press them enough, we weren't hungry enough to go and score the goals, go and put them under pressure. I'll be honest, I was in the home end today, right, at West Ham, and I'll be super honest with you, I didn't think the atmosphere was intimidating, I didn't think it was daunting. This is something that Liverpool have dealt with. I was at Prague away, mate, you should have seen the atmosphere there, we won 6-1. So it's a tough place to come to, we know it is, right? Arsenal have lost here this season, West Ham are a great team at home. Traditionally, it's a tough atmosphere, especially at the Boleyn, and they're trying to recreate that here. We lost here 2 years ago, 3-2, but I think we've won every game apart from that since they've been at the London Stadium. So to come away with a 2-2 draw, listen, if this was the first day of the season next year, I'd be saying I'll take it. 1-2, we'll take it going into next year. But to finish the game 2-2 with no real energy or drive or passion or determination to really go out and score that third, even though we hit the post, we hit the bar, it wasn't enough. And that's the key quote that I'm going to lean on. It hasn't been enough from game 1 to game 34, 35, wherever we are right now. So Liverpool aren't going to win the league through their own fault. It's no one else's fault. We haven't done enough to win it. And I think today's the first time where I've come out of a game and gone, I'm gutted. I am gutted. Listen, I came out of that, the games that we've drawn or lost this season, but to come out of here and not won, I am gutted. West Ham, I think, maybe they would say they were lucky to get a point in the end after being 1-0 up, poor second goal to concede. But it's probably a fair result, I'll be honest with you. But we're definitely not going to win the league now, people. In terms of player ratings, Alisson made a great save from Emerson, who had a crashing volley, which was saved by Alisson late on, which was really good. He gets a 6. I mean, you can't get more than a 6 if you're a goalkeeper and you concede 2 away goals. The right back Trent came off after 60 minutes, didn't do enough to impact the game, unfortunately. He gets a 5. Virgil and Quanter at the back. Again, I want to give them more, but if you're an away team that come here and concede 2, you don't deserve more than a 5 or a 6, so I would give them that. Robertson, it looked like he got injured at the end. I mean, he was receiving treatment as the full-time whistle blew. I saw from where I was sitting and Jurgen Klopp's having a go at Tsimikas for not getting ready quick enough to come on. Again, a little breakdown of communication there. So Robertson gets a 7 for me today because of the work. the engine that he always gives us. In midfield, McAllister, Endo, and it was Gravenberch, wasn't it, at the start? Endo did really well in some stages, but gave it away in some stages as well, so he gets no more than a 6. And then Gravenberch was again tidy in places, but no more than a 6. It's 6 all rounds. It's 6 all rounds. I mean, Robertson gets the goal, so he gets a 6.5 or 7. Second goal was an own goal. And between, offensively anyway, they did nice work defensively, but offensively going forward, Gakpo, Elliott, and Diaz, I can't give them more than a 6. So it's 6s all round, people. Let me know if you agree or disagree with that in the comments. But listen, we come away from here knowing now, fully knowing, that even if we go to Anfield next Sunday and beat Tottenham, we're still not going to win the league. If we go to Villa and win, we're still not going to win the league. And I never thought I'd say this, but genuinely now, it is about shoring up 4th place, making sure Spurs and Villa don't sneak in. So we get Champions League. We've got Arnie Slot now as a manager for next season. So guys in the chat, let me know. Let me know your player ratings. Let me know your thoughts. I'm gutted. I'm devastated, to be honest, because it's all over from here. But listen, I saw Jurgen one last time going to the Wolves game on the final season, but I've seen him one last time away from home, and he's going to be fuming with the players today, as am I to a certain extent. But listen, I'm devastated. I'm gutted. Let me know how you're feeling in the comments. And make sure you smash that like button. Don't forget, myself and Doyle will be back on Monday morning for Hot Topics, and then we've got DR straight after that, which I'm not looking forward to. And then we've got Spurs next Sunday at Anfield. So listen, the season's over in terms of going for the league. We have to admit that now. From here on in, it's about sending Klopp out in the best way possible. So if you're with us, make sure you smash that like button, comment and subscribe. From West Ham, the London Stadium, where I saw Usain Bolt run around this track in 2012. Title's over, people. We go again next year. Take care.
Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. If you've enjoyed this, make sure you check out the rest of the channel too. There's other stuff you'll enjoy for sure.
Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to the Kop TV.
The voice of
football's most famous
dads.
Come on.